What's up, Steamit DTube? Brian Phobos here. I want to talk a little bit about the court cases with Bitconnect. I just happened to click on a video. Trevon was saying that he has to meet with some people at the securities, some kind of securities commission. He didn't say Security and Exchange Commission like the SEC. I'm assuming it's a state of South Carolina securities board. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I don't know. I think personally, I would, let's say if I was in his shoes somehow, some way, I wouldn't be, but let's just pretend that I'd be more worried about that because he could potentially incriminate himself because he made so many videos that he probably doesn't remember everything he said, and then he could say something and kind of get himself tripped up, and then they could have a video of him saying, you know, something or other that they could end up using in court or something. But I don't know if it's like they subpoena him, they just want to talk to him like an exploratory thing. I really didn't look at it as far as what was filed, or if they've actually filed some sort of a lawsuit type of a thing for their Securities and Exchange Commission. I'd be more worried about that than the civil lawsuits. Personally, I don't think the civil lawsuits are going to go anywhere for Bitconnect. Reason being, they're not going to find the people who created it, most likely, and they're going to be out of jurisdiction. They're going to be in another country. And then secondly, the promoters, it's going to be hard to prove that they really knew, you know, that yeah, maybe they had some sort of suspicion, if you can even eke that out of them or anything. But ultimately, I think that the lawyers in the case who filed the lawsuit, they're probably working, like they've probably got it set up to where they're going to earn most of it if it does turn out, and then if nothing happens with it, then you know, they're going to kind of wasted their time, so to speak. But really, when it boils down to it, I don't think the people who have named themselves as plaintiffs on the lawsuit are really going to get that much. And then secondly, the people who've been sued, Trevon James, Craig Grant, Brian Hildreth, Crypto Nick, all those guys, and then, you know, they've set it up to where they can add all these other people in there. I don't think that they're going to end up having to really do anything. But even if they got some kind of a judgment against them, let's just pretend that. Well, let's think about that. You're going to get a judgment against them, and you're going to what? Like garnish their wages? They don't have a job. You're going to try to seize property or put liens against real property. To my knowledge, I don't think any of them own any real estate. And probably with, let's say, Ryan Hildreth's Ferrari, it's probably leased. So, you know what? Like, he has to give it back, you know? And then he gets another lease underneath, you know, a family member's name or something like that. So I don't really think, I think, and the thing is, you have to realize nothing happens overnight in the court system. This thing could go on for years, literally 4 or 5 years before it would ever potentially go to trial. I don't think it's going to go that far. I think that the mental pressure of the people who are the plaintiffs, they might even drop out of the case because they'll be sick of thinking about it potentially and getting updates, and it's going to kind of consume their life if they lost a lot and they feel like they need to go after that. But that's just my 2 cents on that. It'll be interesting what happens with Trevon in that. I don't know if it's a deposition. He said he was subpoenaed. I'm not really sure, but I really give a lot of clue to that. But I'm surprised that he seems like he's still hanging out in that hotel room, you know, that's on the beach in Myrtle Beach. I don't get that. I don't get why he would spend it, but I guess he is. So anyway, see you guys later. I'm gonna do some more snowmobiling.